y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing African threading on my hair. This is how my hair is looking. It is freshly washed and deep conditioned, and I haven't put any products yet. So I bought this thread off of Amazon. I forgot how many feet it is, but I'll go ahead and put that on screen. This thread is rubber and not like a string material. It's not cotton, it's not wool, it's not nylon. And I got rubber just because I thought that would be more gentle on my natural hair and not cause any friction or any damage or anything like that. But I wanted to try out African threading for stretching my hair. I know that there are ways to use African threading for actual hairstyles, and maybe I'll eventually do a video on that. But for tonight, I just want to stretch my hair, see what effect I can get, and then I think I'll decide on what my next hairstyle is going to be. So I'm going to start out by moisturizing my hair. I'll be using my Shea Moisture leave-in conditioner. I'll also be using the Curl Enhancing Smoothie. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this hair oil from Carol's Daughter down the length of my hair. Just to moisturize it further. If you all are interested in growing your natural hair and other lifestyle type content, please do subscribe to my channel. So my initial thought is to do 12 sections in total. Usually when I do my braid outs, I usually do 12 sections. I'll split my hair into 4, and then I'll usually do 3 braids per section. So I'm gonna treat this African threading like that so that I can ensure that I get a good stretch. I'm not gonna be super focused on parts or anything like that because this is not the final hairstyle. All right, so I'm gonna be starting with this section back here. So when you're threading your hair, it's important to, again, put all your products on it, and then also to make sure your hair is fully detangled, because you don't want stretched hair that's kind of hard to pull apart because you didn't do the work up front. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna start with this subsection back here. This is what the parting size looks like. And I'm gonna go in with all the moisturizing products I was telling you all about. Normally when I wash my hair, I just simply finger detangle, and I don't use combs or brushes, but I'm coming out of a protective style. If you all haven't seen my last video, where I styled mini twists with beads, definitely check that out. I'll leave it in the cards. But whenever I come off of a protective style, I always like to thoroughly make sure my hair is detangled, as I wasn't detangling it at all, even finger detangling while it was in the protective style. All right, so to be honest, I don't know how much of this that I need per strand, since I'm gonna be circling it over multiple times. So I'm just gonna let the roller touch the floor. That way I can kind of gauge what I need for each piece. All right, so I'm gonna take this to the floor. Ladies, this is what the very first one looks like. So in order to stretch my hair without heat using African threading, you basically just want to take your string and place it along your hair as close to the root as possible without making it too tight. And then you want to hold your finger in place while you continually wrap the string down your hair. Y'all, this isn't much of a tutorial because I was figuring out what I was doing as I was going along. I did end up tying the African thread at the bottom, and then also, since it was rubber, I did decide to use rubber bands at the very end as well, just to secure it to make sure it didn't unravel. And this is how my African threads came out. So y'all, the first 3 are done. I think the third one is the best. You always make me feel like I'm you. You never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you. You're the reason I'm going out of my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. Alright y'all, so the first half is done. You can see that I do have some spaces in between some of them, and this one is starting to curl. Type 4 hair rolls strong, you know what I mean? But this is what they're looking like, and this is the other half of my hair. You can see how much shrinkage I really have.
Trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make.
Alright, y'all, so I will say the hair is stretched. This is an interesting look, you know? For the puffier sections, I think I'm just going to lay my scarf on it. It's not quite time for me to go to bed yet, so I think I'm just gonna lay the scarf down on it for a few hours, and then of course I'll sleep with my bonnet. But honestly, my hair was damp before and it's not really wet at this point anymore. Hey y'all, welcome back. It is the next day. Okay, it is roughly about like 3 p.m. So I'll put the total amount of time that I've had the African threads in my hair at this point right here on screen. But I went to the gym earlier, had this covered up the entire time, but let's see what it finally looks like. I think that it should be dry. Okay. So these are what the sections are looking like. My type 4 hair is strong because some of these did curl up. I don't know if that was due to my technique of installing them or if my type 4 hair don't play. You know what I mean? Yeah. I also want to point out that if you look at my hair on the left side of the screen versus the right side of the screen, the left side of the screen, it is visibly more stretched. This was the last half of my hair that I did, so maybe I improved with my technique. Also, by the time I did the last half of my hair was also more dry, like it was less damp. So maybe these two things played a factor into it, or maybe I just need to keep practicing. But these are what the threads currently look like. So we'll see how much of a stretch I actually got. So I'm gonna start with this piece, and I did put rubber bands on the bottom just because I didn't want these to unravel after all of my hard work. No one else in the tutorials that I watched did this step, but I did it just so that it would feel secure. Oh. So the section does feel dry.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe you're brave, boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take the love that we made.
Alright y'all, so I've just finished taking out all of the bands or the thread. This is what my hair is looking like.
It's my favorite drug, too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. Just stop thinking about you. Stop thinking about you.
I'm brushing this out, I do like the stretch that it's giving me. And I feel like I know if I did this again, I could definitely leave it in a little bit longer or try to make the sections less spread out. All right, y'all, so this is the stretch that my hair has. This side is definitely a little bit more stretched and it's a little bit flatter versus this was the side I first started when my hair was the most wet, even though my hair was pretty damp overall. I'll shift to the back. She looking okay back there? But I'm really glad that I tried this out because African threading has been around and at least documented since the 15th century across various countries in Africa. I take pride in my hair texture. I take pride in the people that look like me. And I take pride in trying something new. So if you clicked onto this video because you're curious about African threading, definitely give it a try and see what results you get. And if you're an OG to African threading, please give me any feedback or any comments or any tips down in the comment section that could be helpful. But thank you all so much for watching. Happy Black History Month, y'all. Be blessed, stay productive, be hydrated. Peace out, y'all.
You always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you.